All right, I need your help. I have not seen a single news station report on what I'm about to show you. I haven't seen a single article about it. I see nobody talking about it. The only thing I can find about it is from Kyle Shaney, who works at Politico. He's a senior legal affairs reporter at Politico. And he just broke this in the last few hours. A wild one. A man broke his leg during an arrest by ICE at a car wash south of Los Angeles. ICE has held him under 24/7 guard at a hospital, registering him under a pseudonym for 37 days. 37 days without telling him why. A judge has ordered his immediate release. I want to get into this because it's absolutely insane, mind-boggling stuff, and I'm hoping that you can share this video with maybe friends or family members, get the word out, and while you're at it, it would mean a lot if you hit subscribe and like down below. Quickly, it's kind of hard to see, but this is the actual court document itself. On August 27th, this individual was arrested at the Carson Car Wash in Carson, California by uniformed Custom and Border Protection officers and unidentified plainclothed agents. He sustained a very serious leg injury, and they transported him under arrest to the emergency room at Harbor UCLA Medical Center in Carson, California. He was admitted under a blackout procedure for patients in law enforcement custody and registered under a pseudonym. Federal agents then remained at his side for 37 days. 2 to 4 uniformed guards, either Spectrum employees or ICE agents, were continuously stationed in his hospital room, monitoring him at all times, including while he sleeps, eats, uses the restroom, or receives medical care. They restricted his access to counsel. On August 29th, they initially denied counsel any access, later permitting counsel to meet with petitioner, but not without the deportation officers present. And his counsel requested documentation of a judicial warrant for his arrest, any charging documents, or other authority supporting his detention. Like, why are you doing this? And ICE still has not provided a response. The judge noted in this ruling that non-citizens detained after 9/11 weren't held nearly as long without notice for the legal basis. This is what we're facing. This rising executive authority where they don't care about the law. The judicial branch is truly under attack in this country by the president, by the executive branch. Screw the laws, screw the Constitution. Who cares? We will do what we want. And we see this over and over and over again. The good news is people are finally starting to fight back. I showed you this video just a few weeks ago, and I want to remind you, and I warn you that this is hard to see. This older gentleman, close to 80 years old, the car wash that he owned was raided by ICE. He didn't know what was going on. They tackled him to the ground. He sustained serious injury. He's suing the federal government, and he's about to win a fuckload of money. Excuse my language. Take a listen.
This video is just flat out hard to watch right there. Federal agents slamming a 79-year-old business owner to the ground right outside his Van Nuys car wash. He was knocked down earlier inside. We first showed you this video earlier this month. Now he's fighting back with a lawsuit. John Kadis-Klimek joining us live from Van Nuys. And John, we know that you got a chance to speak with this man right after that raid.
Yeah, and he told us back then that he was going to do something, that he felt that his civil rights were violated, and he wanted to go after the federal government over all of this. By the way, where we are right now with this Valley Car Wash, Van Nuys Boulevard, just north of Sherman Way, this is what it looked like just days after all of that happened, too, because people here were afraid to come to work. They didn't even open. That's also part of the complaint that they're filing for lost wages and such. I want to show you that surveillance video again, though, so you can see what's happening here. The man involved in this, that's the owner of the store, Rafi. Now, he's knocked down there the first time. Then he goes outside, and he's tackled and just taken down by these agents who came looking for specifically people who were working there potentially with undocumented papers, meaning not having any papers at all. But as in speaking with the owner, he told us that he was trying to get information from those agents, find out why they were there, who they were looking for, and to prove that the people who were working for him were authorized to be there in the first place, and yet he ended up himself at the detention center downtown.
Yeah, absolutely atrocious. This individual, 79-year-old business owner, was literally just trying to figure out what was going on, and that's when he ran down this hallway and got body slammed by a federal agent, and then running up to other agents trying to say, hey, I have documentation for the people who work here. And another agent just coming and body slamming him. He had sustained very serious injuries, now suing for $50 million. $50 million, which hell yeah, should be $100 million, in my opinion. This is gross stuff. And we see this over and over and over again, just in the last 48 hours. This is Portland from federal agents. You tell me if this is an appropriate use of mace and pepper spray. You tell me if this right here looks legal. Take a look.
Who is talking to you? No. Hey, this is the line that they created.
Anybody got some saline? Saline, please.
I mean, it's really heartbreaking stuff. Truly, it's absolutely heartbreaking. And that video also going really viral just in the last 24, 48 hours. Because, like, what the hell? And you can see the cop next to him saying, like, almost it appears, looking at him like, what the hell are you doing? Why would you do that? I mean, she's just having a conversation with this federal agent. But again, people are fighting back. Personally, I recently moved to Chicago. I grew up my whole life in Atlanta, moved to Chicago area, and this community has been fighting back hard against the ICE raids here that we've seen from the Trump administration. Take a look at this clip. Might bring a smile to your face.
Fuck out of here, you get off!
Is my man drunk on duty? I don't think it's giving you enough energy. You seem tired. Maybe go take a nap in Missouri. Maybe go take a nap at the bottom of Lower Rock or what?
And then they leave. They essentially get run out, embarrassed out of this area in Chicago. And that guy on the megaphone, pretty hilarious. Again, these are communities that have people who have been there for decades. Documented, undocumented, doesn't matter, right? Working jobs, supporting their communities, help, raising kids potentially. And what we're seeing from the Trump administration, what I'm trying to get at in all of this, from this and this and this and this, is the whole goal is this rising executive authority and just grabbing as much power as possible. Let's just see what buttons we can touch. Let's practically assault the judicial branch. We'll ignore federal judges when they tell us to do something. We'll, just blatantly break the law all the time. Obviously, Donald Trump, the most corrupt president in American history, period, point blank. It's not even close. And while I'm doing this and touching the buttons to see what I can get away with, and I break our Constitution, I'm just going to keep getting rich and trying to see how much power I can get. That's where we're at this point in American history. It's a constitutional crisis. And it's scary, but I'm telling you, they depend on that fear. They depend on the fear. They depend on compliance, on confusion, on us saying, you know what, we can't do this. It's not worth it. There's no point in voting. There's no point in fighting. There's no point in going out to another protest. What's the point? They depend on that. The reality is they're not as strong as they appear. So keep fighting one day at a time. I promise I will be right here by your side. Politics will be the rest of my life. And if you enjoyed this video, it would mean a lot if you hit like, subscribe down below, maybe share this with a friend or family member. I appreciate you guys so much. Links to my other social media accounts will be in the description down below. Have a great start to your week, and I'll see you in the next video.